I'm going to explain hashing. Like hashing, I want you to think of as like a meat grinder. When you run something through a meat grinder, it's not really recognizable anymore. I just see a big jumbled pile. Let me explain that for you. Here is a password. Okay, it says hash on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this up into pieces. This is now my hash of my password. You may be thinking, well, that's great, but how do I unhash that to read it? Guess what? You don't. You're not unhashing anything. There is no, it's not like you decrypt a file. You don't unhash a hash. You hash it for the perspective that the next time someone enters the same password and then submits that, and we hash that password again, and I've got another jumbled up pile. Do you remember my first password? Well, these two piles are two separate hashes, but they have the same contents inside. So what your app does, compare the hashes. If they're the same hash, then we validated that the data is legit. That is hashing. So, encryption, data at rest, the database, for example, data in transit, so we use HTTPS, we force data. Hashing, we don't unhash anything, create the hash from data that needs to be hashed. We store the hash. Next time somebody enters that same data and we hash it, we compare the hash. These kinds of protective measures are what help you keep your data safe and what helps you from people trying to hack in, expose, or find data that's in your protected areas. If somebody was to somehow log into your Supabase account and try to download a copy of your database, well, if you've hashed some of the most protected data inside your database, they won't be able to, they should not be able to find that data from in there. I am definitely not the world's #1 expert at hashing or encryption or anything like that. I'm trying to dumb it down into some simple concepts that you guys can understand. So I am sure somebody's going to come on here and correct me and say, whoa, that's not exactly technically right. You are probably correct, sir. I'm trying to get it close enough that you guys can at least make sense of this so that you can go talk to your favorite code editor with AI and say, right, we need hashing, we need encryption at rest.